Spider-Man vs. Venom is a cool title, but I actually, I prefer Battle of the Toms. What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to my channel. We have a cool piece of news to talk about today, and this video is all about the discussion that I would love to have in the comments section. I want to know, is a Spider-Man vs. Venom movie, this particular Tom Hardy Venom, something that you guys are interested in, and are you excited about the possibilities of where this set of movies, Sony-esque universe could go? So the piece of news that we are talking about actually comes from MCUCosmic.com. And basically what we're talking about here is what Kevin Feige kind of hinted at a while ago when he said Spider-Man is one of the only heroes in the MCU that has the power to cross universes, and I know he kind of meant what's going on with the studios, and he applied that to the character of Spider-Man, but it's the truth. We are most likely going to see Spider-Man go from the MCU to what we know now as the Sony Venom verse, but now we have a bit more, not confirmation, but clarification on the idea that the filmmakers knew about this idea a while ago. So this is something that wasn't just thought of recently in the past few months, the idea that the MCU is only doing 2 more movies with Spider-Man, as far as we know, and then they're going to kind of write him in to this Sonyverse. But Venom 1, not Venom 2 director, Venom 1 director Ruben Fleischer actually just revealed that he knows and knew about the fact that Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Tom Hardy's Venom is headed towards a showdown. He says that's where it's all going to lead. And that's the exciting thing, because we changed the origin of Venom in the comics. He evolved from Spider-Man, but because of the Marvel Sony thing, we weren't able to do that. And so the thing I think it's building towards, and will be exciting to see, is when they actually do confront each other. Now, here's what this tells me. This tells me that this idea, this concept, has been in the works for quite a while. Like I said earlier, it's not a brand new thing, because this is Ruben Fleischer. He is not returning for Venom 2, which means these guys were talking about this long before this Sony Marvel debacle. Now, in those quotes, he did not specifically say that this was going to happen in Venom 2, just that it's something that they're kind of building up to in the Sonyverse, not in the MCU. Now, here's what this does not tell me. This does not tell me that Venom is coming to the MCU. I don't think he is. Here's what I think, and I said this in my video before. I'm going to repeat myself. I'm going to say it again. I honestly believe it's those 2 movies. Somehow they're going to incorporate Spider-Man going through a multiverse and writing him into the Sonyverse. Now, that doesn't mean he will never be able to return to the MCU. Since they were nice, since they worked things out, and since everyone and their grandmothers know that Tom Holland wants to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I truly believe that they'll write him out. He'll go explore what's going on in the Sonyverse, maybe a bit of Morbius, a bit of Venom, a bit of Madam Web. We've been hearing rumors that that movie is coming. And then, eventually, he will somehow be incorporated back into the MCU, maybe for the next Avengers movie, maybe to lead a young Avengers. But we're basically going to see a live action Into the Spider-Verse on screen. Maybe not that concept, but he has to get from point A to point B somehow. That's why I was upset when he was originally written out of the MCU with no explanation, because, okay, I would love to see Spider-Man versus Venom, and it's looking like this is going to happen. I anticipated it to happen when they said Spider-Man only had 2 movies left in the MCU. But the writing had to take him out of where he was at the end of Far From Home and place him in this situation. Therefore, they had to have a chance to do that. Thankfully, we get our Spider-Man 3. We get Tom Holland coming back as this character, which I believe is the integral piece of all of this, because taking Spider-Man from the MCU to Sony, in my opinion, without an explanation, did not require them to recast, but I would have been more on board with that, because it's like, how do you explain what happened at the end of this movie and the fact that they can't even acknowledge what went down in the MCU? Okay, now they get the opportunity to write him out, take him into the Venomverse, and while I don't think it's going to be in Venom 2, maybe not even in Venom 3, but I do think there is going to be some sort of movie, some sort of crossover after Venom 2, maybe after Morbius, and we will have a movie with Spider-Man versus Venom. To me, that is as concrete as you can possibly get without being confirmed, because this is still technically a rumor, but we all know it's going to happen. It's Tom Hardy as Venom. It's Tom Holland as Spider-Man, two of the biggest stars in the world. You think Sony is not going to give them the opportunity to clash down the line? It's absolutely going to happen. It's just when? When is it confirmed? When is it officially announced? Are we getting a Spider-Verse-esque movie? Is Miles Morales coming? So many questions that I have. But just these quotes from the Venom 1 director, Ruben Fleischer, tells me that they have been planning it. They are continuing to plan it. We haven't had an official announcement once again, but that is coming. Here's what I need from you guys. If you enjoy these news types video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited for the potential of a Spider-Man versus Venom movie? I enjoyed Tom Hardy as Venom. I would like to see him take on a Spider-Man. I just want better writing, better directing. I want it to come together in a way that all comic book fans kind of want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. So many reviews coming this week. It's the week of sequels. We have Maleficent 2, Zombieland 2, Jay and Silent Bob. A lot of things to talk about. It's going to be a cram-packed week. You guys are the best, and I'll see you soon.